Calp, and I'm here today in Henagar, Alabama with the mouth of the South, Jake Harris. Jake, how you doing today, buddy?
Man, I'm doing great, Sam. Thanks for coming out. I really appreciate this.
Heck yeah, man. I appreciate you having us. You're breaking ground today on the Old Cabin Disc Golf Course, your second course of a planned 5 by 2025. How excited and proud are you to see all of your hard work and planning come to fruition?
You know, I'll be honest with you, Sam. I'm very proud of it. I mean, this is something that I'm extremely proud of. I mean, the city itself has done a phenomenal job so far. They've been very open and willing to let me put this in the ground. And there was a need for disc golf in Dekalb County. You think about cities like Huntsville, they have 14 to 15 courses in the city of Huntsville alone. And don't get me wrong, there's some national credibility. The second oldest course in the nation is standing in Huntsville, so that's cool. But it was an hour for me to drive to play anywhere I went. Didn't matter if it was Guntersville, which is one of the top 50 courses in the world. Didn't matter if it was Huntsville, wherever, Chattanooga, you name it. But we needed something around here bad. And I was lucky enough to talk to the city of Fife, and they let me put a 9-hole course in, and that was great. But this will be the first 18-hole, and this will be a professional disc golf course. There will be professional pads, amateur tee pads, 18 holes, concrete tee pads, top-of-the-line baskets. Man, I am thrilled to death, and I couldn't do it without the city of Henagar's help.
Oh, that's awesome, man. What is disc golf, and how did you develop such a passion for it?
Well, I mean, disc golf is exactly what it sounds. It's golf with frisbees, essentially. I mean, that's exactly what it is, and it's free to play. So that's one of my favorite aspects of it. During COVID, I really got into it competitively. Now, I had been playing. I don't know. I had probably played maybe once every 2 or 3 months, 7 or 8 years ago, and then I hung it up and kind of forgot about it. But when COVID hit, I started to get back into it. I started to fall in love with it again, and I found out that there's a competitive side to it through the Professional Disc Golf Association. Signed up, got my membership for the year, paid $50, the whole deal, and started competing, and, realized that I'm not bad. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not good either, but I'm not bad, and I really enjoy it, and there's a big community out there. I mean, there's, we're talking hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people in the local area, and there's a lot in Henagar and a lot in DeKalb County that just needed a home for it, and so I just kind of fell in love with it. And then as far as the course design aspect goes, I mean, I was just mad. I was just mad that no one had done anything about it around here, and I finally just got tired of being mad about it and wanted to do something about it. So I started talking to city council members, and here we are.
Elbow grease, yeah?
Elbow grease.
We all know regular club and ball golf can be expensive to play 9 holes, let alone 18. How many holes will be here, and how much will it cost to play the holes that you're setting up today?
So this will be, like I said, it'll be an 18-hole course. There will be amateur and professional pads, and don't get me wrong, it won't be that way on every single hole, but this will be an 18-hole course, and it will be absolutely free to play. You come up, and you can get your own discs, local stores, Dunham's, what have you, the internet, but free to play. Walk up, start throwing. Don't matter if you start on hole 1 or hole 18 or wherever you want to start, but everything is designed to start and stop at the exact same place. So hole 1 will start where hole 18 ends. That way you don't have to walk far back to your car. And like I said, free to play.
Now, I personally don't have any equipment. Where could myself and others like me go to buy or rent equipment?
Okay, so if you're looking to buy equipment and you want to feel it and you want to put your hands on it, if you're local, I say go to Dunham's. That's a great place to start. They sell starter packs, and disc golf works similar to the way that regular ball golf works. You have your putters and your irons and your drivers. It's the same concept with disc golf. You have a putter, and it's just less aerodynamic, and it's softer, so it catches the chains better. And then you have full-speed drivers that are more aerodynamic that will fly different ways, and different discs have different flight characteristics. And then there's your irons, or what we call mid-ranges. So there's 3 or 4 different types of discs, and they'll all do different things. But if you want to get your hands on some and you're local, I say go to Dunham's. And shout out to Ben Swam and the guys at Dynamic Disc of Iron City. If you're in the Birmingham area, Dynamic Discs of Iron City has a phenomenal selection. Some of the best discs in the world. They sell them at the store. You can put your hands on them, talk to Ben and Chris. They're some of the best guys in the world.
How can someone plan a day out here at the Old Cabin Disc Golf Course?
How can someone plan a day out here?
Yeah, how would you go about coming out and getting set up to play?
I mean, once you get the hang of it, and once you learn how the concepts of throwing the disc and what you get comfortable with, it's probably going to take you about 2 hours to play around. So, that could come out. I mean, on a day like today, it is beautiful. It's not too windy. It's not too cold. You come out, you can, get around in 2 hours or so. And if you really want to go slow and take your time with a few friends, you can get done in, 3 hours. But don't take much planning. It's pick up your discs and go, and then you're ready to play.
Awesome. Husband, dad, announcer, project manager at your 9 to 5, amateur disc golfer, sports commentator, voice actor, and now disc golf course designer. How do you balance all that out, man?
I'll be honest with you. I mean, you find time for the things you love. I love my family. I love spending time with them. I love to watch my kids grow and do the things that they do. But that also doesn't mean that I have to sacrifice my life, to do the things that I enjoy doing, and this is one of them. I did, like I said earlier in the interview, disc golf was needed in this area, and it's not something that it got to the point where it was more than just a want. There was so many people out here complaining, and man, I wish we had something closer. I wish we had something closer. And I mean, the disc golf course design did not come by plan. It kind of came by accident. But honestly, I'm falling in love with it, and I think I'd like to turn it into an actual business.
Oh man, we're getting a sneak peek. What's some advice you would give to others looking to get into disc golf, whether that be as a hobby or even competitively?
If you're wanting to get into disc golf as a hobby, go pick up a starter pack of discs. You can go and, Dynamic Discs sells a great starter pack. Innova sells a starter pack. You can buy these at Dunham's for $20 or $30. It's 3 discs, and it's just enough to get you started. And I'll be honest with you, you come out here and you do it, and you're going to fall in love with it because it's easy, and people love to see the way the disc flies and to see, you get rewarded for making the good shots or making that long putt. And once you do it and you fall in love with it, my nephew's a prime example. He picked it up probably, 2 or 3 months ago. He's playing his first tournament in about 30 days from now. So he's thrilled to death. He's turned into quite the golfer for the beginner. He's doing really well. So I just urge you to pick up a pack of discs somewhere, a putter, a mid-range, and a driver, and just go out there and throw them and see how they behave. I mean, you're going to fall in love with the sport itself. I mean, I don't have to sell it because the sport does itself. It sells itself.
Jake, I know you've got a ton of people helping make all this happen and possibly even a new equipment sponsor. Feel free to give them some shout-outs as we close up our time here in beautiful Henagar, Alabama.
As far as my sponsors, I mean, I definitely want to thank Angry Goose Disc Golf, the guys out of Utah, man. They're phenomenal. I mean, honestly, they have only invigorated my passion for the sport. So big thank you to Grady and Daniel. You guys are top notch. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dynamic Disc of Iron City. You guys are fantastic. And I also have to give a shout out to someone on the ball golf side of things that I have kind of maybe pulled over a little bit into the disc golf world is Brett Roberts over at I call him Ebo, but Ethan Barnes. They own golf tees and they make polos, but I've kind of tried to pull them a little bit over into the disc golf side of things. So thank you guys for the continued support. But honestly, none of this would be possible without the city of Henagar. I mean, it's Saturday. I got out here at 8 in the morning, and you got 2 council members out here helping me dig holes today. I mean, there's not another city out there that's going to help you do that. These guys are thrilled to death. And one of them told me today, he said, no, we're competitive. I want to know how to make this the best course anywhere around here. So I expect big things for this course. I think they're going to do a lot of really good things. And the city of Henagar has been extremely helpful and is continuing to be helpful. I'm thrilled to death and can't say thanks enough to Lee Davis, the mayor, and the entire council.
I appreciate the time today. That's been my time with Jake Harris, who through hard work, dedication, and a little bit of elbow grease is making Dekalb County, Alabama a little bit sweeter, one hole at a time. Jake, I appreciate it.